Alrighty, hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to our live stream. How are you doing today, Susie?
I'm good, thank you. John, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling a little older. Tomorrow is my official birthday. So during my birthday week, I get a little introspective and thinking about life. And so far, so good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
I feel like we're newscasters. And the 5-day weather forecast for this week. That's
Really?
what it feels like.
Can I be sports?
Yeah, yes, you could be sports.
All right.
Yeah, so it's your birthday. What are we going to do tomorrow?
We are hopefully, weather permitting, going to be surfing tomorrow, which is going to be fun. And just make sure our team is telling us nothing's broken right now. So hopefully be out on the lake surfing a little bit. It's one of my new favorite things to do. But before we do that, we have some really awesome things to share with you today. So be sure to leave a comment if you have any questions for us. We will hang on after the content is done and answer some Q&As for you there.
Yeah, first of all, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new, I'm Susie, it's John. We've been doing this for a couple of years, blogging, selling printables online, small digital products and courses, and we want to help you do the same thing so that you can build this life of freedom and be more flexible and spend more time with your family, go on awesome road trips, vacations, whatever you want to do. Speaking of which, I finally have the route for our summer vacation road trip coming up in a couple months. So we're going to discuss that later today and make sure it all looks good so we can start booking some campsites.
Absolutely. That's why we started this business, was to be able to run something where we can work together. I can provide my strengths, Susie can provide her strengths, and then we can build something that continues to run, build a little engine that allows it to grow and scale even when we're out and about doing what we want to do with our beautiful growing family. My goodness.
Thank you, Jones. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Theo. See a lot of not normal, but familiar faces. So thank you guys for being here.
Special, not normal. And Jennifer asked a great question. So our live stream platform pops things up that things are interesting. And so it popped up for us here. How do you surf on a lake behind a really cool boat that makes a wave? It's amazing. Yes. Really, really fun.
Yeah.
Starting a whole little niche site about it. It's a very small audience because nobody knows how this works. So hopefully I'll bring it to the masses. All right, guys. So the way this works is we're going to take this content and make it a YouTube video. So leave all your questions you have for us when we go live. But we're going to act like we're recording a video and we're going to kind of run through it. And then we'll come back through, stay on after we say goodbye. And then we'll answer all your questions that you have in the chat. All righty?
All right.
So you want to do a little 3, 2, 1 and go into it?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let me hide the comments here.
And then at the end, we'll give you guys the birthday surprise coupon. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to give that to him now?
No, the video won't take more than 5 minutes.
All right. That's fair enough. But there is a coupon code.
Yes.
It's great.
It's great.
Because I'm getting older. I'm on a bot. I think you meant I'm on a boat, but on a bot works too.
It looks like his little, hey, Meredith. All right,
let's go ahead and rock and roll into it. Let's turn off our comment assistant for now. And we'll do a little 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hey guys, we're here to talk about some awesome Canva shortcuts and tips and tricks that I use all the time. They're super fun. Canva is a fantastic program to help you create small digital products, graphics, whatever you want, or just kind of play with every day because it's super fun. So I'm going to go through about 5. There's so many more, and there is a little PDF that you can download that has my favorite Canva shortcuts. Of course, there's so many more out there, but these are the ones that I use all the time.
Yeah, stick around until the end of the video. We'll give you the link to download all the shortcuts that we use most of the time for free. And also, even if you don't plan on selling printables, if you plan on building any sort of online business, being able to display your content in a beautiful way will help you attract more people and get more clients and customers, which is a great thing. And Canva is a wonderful free tool that lets you do all that. So, Susie, let's go ahead and dive right into it. What is the first little tidbit you have for us today?
All right, so the first one is to tidy up items. So one of my, am I good?
Yeah, let me put you on here.
Yeah. One of the things that I love to do, is that the right one?
Yeah. So sorry. Here you go.
Is tidy up things around the house as well, but we can do it on Canva. So once you go into Canva, you can make a new little design. You can hit L. Here's another shortcut, just to make lines. So there I am, like boom, I'm just hitting L on the screen. And I'm kind of like trying to display them and kind of make a grid, right? But I'm really not that great. So I'm going to select them all. And there you can do Control A for selecting them all. And then there's a keyboard shortcut, Alt-Shift-T to tidy up the items. It would be, what would be on a Mac?
It'd be Command Shift T on a Mac.
So, or you can even go to position and click on tidy up right there. And boom, your lines look perfect. Isn't that great? You can also like change their line width or weight. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. We can't go through everything, but one of those things that I loved is tidying up. There's also other keyboard shortcuts. Like if you click R, you're gonna get a rectangle. C is a circle. T is text. So you can get text right there. That's pretty simple. One that I like is when I'm moving things around, you can see there's like grid lines, which most of the time are super helpful because it helps the object snap to different parts of the screen. But sometimes you really don't want it to snap and you want to have more control. So you click control and then move it around. You want to tell me which one's control?
Yeah. Well, here, we're kind of blasting through these. So that was tidying up items. And then number 2 was keeping proportions when you're dragging the corners, right? So,
okay, yeah. So if you're moving, making an element bigger, like this one, you're like, oh, oops, I meant to have it stay in the same proportions and stay a square. So if you want to have that and not have that flexibility to make it longer or shorter, you'll hit Shift in. Which one? Shift?
Shift to Shift.
Shift to Shift. And then you hold and Shift while you're expanding or contracting it, it will keep the same proportions. Really helpful little tip when you just want to make something bigger, but you don't want to change the proportions of it.
Yeah, that's super helpful, especially if you have like a picture of you. I know sometimes I would drag the corner and I would all of a sudden get really fat or really skinny or very short. But that way, when you have a graphic, especially of a person or a photo, then it really is helpful to keep that aspect ratio the same.
Yeah, so this one actually, it locks for you.
Oh, okay.
That's helpful. Yeah, but you don't want to do, it actually does that. All kinds of different ways. Okay, so the next one would be?
Number 3 is pixel perfect dragging. What's that all about?
With control and drag. So kind of like I mentioned before, if you want something not to snap, you can kind of see all the grid lines popping up, the purple ones. But sometimes you really don't want that. Then you'll hold in control.
Control, yeah. Command.
This one,
yeah.
Command, okay.
Or command on a Mac.
Command on a Mac, control here. And then it no longer has those snapping grid lines, so you can move it exactly where you want it to be.
So show it with it off again.
With it off?
So it's going to try to snap, and it's doing that to help you out to make sure that things stay nicely aligned. But sometimes you want to have a bit more flexibility, right?
Yeah, and then it's really hard to line text up just where you want it. So then you hold in the command or the control button, and you have more control. Isn't that you taught me that?
Yep.
Thank you. That one was awesome. All right, next one.
Number 4 is if you see something really cool when you're working through things, how do you find more like that?
All right, so say we go to elements and we look for a flower, right? All right, so first of all, one tip that's not on here is you can use a little drop down and you can look for free and static things. So then you can use them on your printables and your products. So we'll apply those filters. We'll see all the graphics there. So I can see this little flower, super cute, right? But I want more flowers like this. So then you can click on the little info up there and click on see more like this, and it'll bring more products or elements that's similar to that one. So that's really helpful when you kind of try to stay within the same theme of the printable that you're creating. Another cool element is that you can change the colors of some of the elements. If they're, what do you call it? Start with a V.
SVGs.
Yeah, SVGs, they're vectors.
Yep.
Vectors. Yeah, then you can change the graphics and the colors of them, which is really, really helpful. Okay.
It's also kind of cool. If you notice up here, this says, view more by Leda. So I guess that's the creator of this specific element. And then you can go into there and see all the content that she's created.
More of her style.
Which is really cool.
There's so much on Canva. All right, what's our next one?
The next one here is creating, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
You know when you have a picture and you're like, I love the colors here. How do I get the colors? How do we get the colors from a picture?
How do we get the colors? All right, so you can go to canva.com/colors. Or kind of giving it away here. And you can upload any image. Do you want to get your mountains?
Yeah, where did I put those?
Desktop.
Oh goodness, I have it in a little dragger. All right, we got all kinds of.
I'll just pick a picture.
I don't know what pictures are going to be.
I think there was a hyena. I don't know.
All right, well,
pick one.
I had a plan, and here we go.
Sure.
We can also drag and drop a picture right there on there.
You can drag a picture on
there? Yeah, of course you can. That's what I always do.
Normally it like goes away from the window. Oh, cool. Okay, look.
And so what this did, it took the core colors from this palette. I like this picture.
Yeah.
And it'll take that blue from the sky. It'll take this darker blue from the shadows, and it'll create a 4-color palette. I think it's always 4-color palettes that it creates. And then you can copy those. And what can you do once you've taken the color of your palette?
And then you can take the colors. You can make your own palette in Canva, or you can go right here to the color and click on here and paste it. Which one is it? You have a funky keyboard.
It's just a Mac.
No, we have to go back to click on an element. There you go. Click on a color. Perfect. Sorry, I'm a Windows girl.
Yeah.
There, we got the blue. All right, and then you can add that to your own palette in Canva as well. All right, so that's pretty fun. Another thing that you can do in colors, they have so many more options here, is you can look at color palette ideas. So if you don't have a picture or anything, you can just go look at their pretty colors, which are really pretty, and they kind of match together, and there's 99 pages there. So no problems. All right.
I see what you tried to do there.
I know, I tried.
You tried.
I tried so hard.
All right, so that was a rapid fire, 5 plus several little freebies there. You want to add more?
Oh yeah, last one, bonus one. Woo, bonus. All right, so we have tons of Can they see us, or are they just seeing the screen?
They're seeing the screen right now.
Okay, so we have tons of templates in our store. So if you go to freedombynumber.com/ and there's some on sale, so we'll just kind of glance at them. So you can get any of our templates and then customize it and brand it to your own style, and then use that. So if we want to do that, for example, here's one of our templates is a gratitude journal. So here's what you get when you get the product. You okay?
Let me just hide this from there since that.
Okay, sure.
There you go. Now you can see all of it.
Thank you. All right. So once you get one of our templates, you can go in and customize it if you want to do that really easily and kind of just play around with it, because you can make copies of it and then use it as you wish. You can go to styles. So go to design, click on styles, click on combinations, and then you can just click on them here and kind of see what different style do you like.
It changes so much.
Yeah. And then that feels like more professional. This feels, which one is like, I liked, where's the Frederica one?
I have no idea. Ooh, that's pretty clean.
Yeah, it looks very clean.
It even changed the background.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can apply it to all the pages. So if you like a style, you can just click on it and it'll apply across the board. So
you could take one project, duplicate it 3 different times, and then choose different styles across the board. Yeah. That's amazing.
So currently, this is what it looks like. We can go to another page, that one, and it'll change it. So
very cool.
Really fun ways to make a product more your own.
All right, and the reason why we're showing you all these great things, let's come back up on screen here, is because we have several templates that you can use to help you create either freebies to offer to your audience or to help you make your first small digital products to build your online business as well. And one of the concerns that people always have is, how do I take these hundreds and hundreds of pages and make them my own? How do I make this stand out and be unique? And these are just 5, maybe 6 or 7 quick little tips that can make it way easier for you. So I hope that was helpful.
Yeah. How do they get the PDF?
Absolutely. So we're showing a PDF on the screen for a while there. And if you want to download that, this is kind of some of our curated favorites of all the shortcuts. You can go to freedombynumber.com/Canva-shortcuts. And you can just put your email address in there and we'll shoot you the PDF completely free. So you can use that later on as we go through.
Yeah, so you don't forget them.
All right, very good. So if you also want to pick up the complete guide on building a printable business online, we're recording this video on my birthday. And so I'm turning 35. So if you use the coupon code birthday35, you'll get 35% off of Printables by Number. And you can go to printablesbynumber.com right here. So if you go to freedombynumber.com and you can search for printables or just go to the store, coupon code birthday35 will save you 35%.
For a couple of days, right?
For a few days.
It expires.
It does.
What day?
I think on Sunday.
Sunday night. Normally we do it Friday night, but you're generous. So you're doing it Sunday. So thank you guys. I hope those Canva shortcuts are really going to help you design beautiful things and grow your business with awesome printables and small digital products.
All right, guys. See you in the next video.
All right, we're back.
Just like that. And we'll have our team help us trim that up and make that
nicer
a little bit there. So Fantastic. We've got a few questions that were put into our VIP chat. We got 131 people live, which is fantastic. But just to reiterate, you can go to freedommynumber.com/store, and Printables by Number is on sale for 35% off. Just use birthday 35 in the code, and you'll be good to go. All right, a couple questions that popped up. Are these all available on the free version? Yeah, all the keyboard shortcuts, absolutely. I think the functionality is 100%. That's part of the platform. So you get that no matter what plan you're in. Some of the elements are pro only, but you certainly don't need them. As far as our templates, you want to talk about what templates we use?
Yeah. So we only use free elements in all our templates because there's terms that you can't use Canva Pro elements commercially. But if it's all free fonts, free graphics, then you can use them commercially. Yeah.
Gotcha. And there's a follow-up to that where she says, can you tell me if the pro items on Canva can be used commercially if you pay for the monthly membership? I keep hearing you say, look for the free items so you can use them commercially. So I'm wondering if it's worth it to keep the membership already. You might not be able to use those items commercially.
From their Canva terms and like reaching out to them directly, commercial stuff their pro elements cannot be used commercially. So you can keep your Canva Pro account because there's different things that you can do functionality like removing backgrounds and some other little cool things. And for those pro elements, you can use them for your business. So to like market your things and make your things look pretty, but you can't actually sell them in products. So there's a line there where you can use free elements in paid products on your own website, but you can't use pro elements in it. Does that make sense?
Well, honestly, not really, because my assumption is, let's say you're creating an ebook on bird watching, and you find some cool professional graphics about bird watching. So we're saying you can't put that bird in the corner of your page and sell your book? Not if it's a pro
element, no. But you can use it in your social media image on Facebook, yes.
Wow.
Or what you could do, if you don't like the free elements on Canva, you can go to Design Cuts or Creative Market and then go buy commercially licensed graphics that you can use for your own products.
Yeah, I'm going to read into that a little bit. Yeah. That does kind of make it makes you scratch your head a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a great question. I learned something as well. Somebody says that they see a record yourself on Canva button as well. That's an interesting feature. You can actually record, I mean, not exactly like how we're doing here, but you can have your face in the little bubble and then show your design. And so it's helpful. You want to talk more about it?
I think that's an awesome way that you can add customization and a personal touch to your printables. Say, for example, you're selling something personal on Etsy and you have to get feedback from the customer, right? So you can record yourself as you're walking through your product that you created for them, and you can send them that link, and then they can reply back, hey, I like this page, I don't like this page. So before you hand over the product to them, you can send them a video of talking through different parts and be like, did I spell your name right? Does this all look good? And it's a really cool feature. Or if you're working with a team, it's a great way to get collaboration with your team.
Yeah, I think commonly people know the term like Loom videos or little short, easily shareable videos. So that's kind of what it's doing. It also has a video editor built in, which is kind of cool. You can trim and cut and all that. So there are a couple of different options. Use whichever one works for you. Somebody asks, can you make the printable a digital application? Which is a really interesting, I'm not entirely sure which way you're going with that question, but if you design something beautiful, application could be like an app on your phone, or it could be like a fill out this application to get a job.
Yeah.
So depending on which way you're meaning that, you can build websites out of Canva, which is kind of like building a digital app. It's very basic. It's kind of cool.
It's like a landing page.
Yeah, build a little landing page out of Canva, but it doesn't have any of the functionality that you would kind of expect out of many websites. But you can definitely build out a beautiful looking form and application that way.
Like a lot of people would take the planner templates that we have, customize them to your own thing, and then use them on GoodNotes. So you could sell it as a digital planner, but that goes from like a PDF. It's not a Canva template link. It's a PDF that you sell then.
Absolutely.
And somebody asked, do we make our mock-ups in Canva?
We've been in the business for a long time, so we make our mock-ups all over the place. We definitely make most of them in Canva. There's some other tools we use for specific types of things, but Canva, I would say, is that Swiss Army knife that does everything really, really well.
It used to be like 5 years ago. It used to be really slow, and they have really ramped up, and it's a great platform now. Also, we have social media images that you can use as mockups. We have like a massive template pack of over 100 different mockups that you can use to display your printables.
Yeah. Okay. Brittany followed up on her earlier question.
Yeah.
Nice biceps, by the way. That's awesome. A printable planner and make it digital. So yes, if you create a digital planner, you can kind of go both ways. You can make it digital where they download it as a PDF and print it out for themselves. You can also upload it to different print-on-demand services where that digital file can then be printed and shipped out to your customer.
Yeah. Or you can even, I know a lot of customers use GoodNotes. So you can take that PDF and put it in GoodNotes, and then they can actually write on their tablet on the PDF that you sent them.
Yeah. On my iPad, I use Notability. So you can just upload, you can just drag a PDF onto most of those things, and it just displays it perfectly, and you can copy pages. It's fantastic. Let's see here. Danielle Jones asks, I use the Pro version for removing the backgrounds, like Susie said. So does that mean I would have to go back to the free version in order to use the graphics for printables?
No, you just have to make sure when you filter down to elements or pictures on Canva, you just use all the free ones. And if you don't find a graphic that you like on Canva that's free, then I recommend going and buying commercially owned graphics, or using AI to make your own graphics so you can use commercially, or creating them yourself.
Yeah. So do you want to show them just filtering into free elements?
Yeah. If you go to elements, then again, we'll go to flowers and we'll just filter down to free. All right. And those are the ones that you're allowed to use on products that you sell.
Yep.
I mean, they have lots of cute things, and a lot of them are vectors, and you can change the colors and have them match your palette and so on.
Yeah, it's always good. Whenever dealing with like legal things, it's always good to try to be in the right. I mean, because some people might be watching this and say, how are they going to know? And you can take that risk, but we would never advise it, because you want to build a business that's going to last for a long time.
No, never do that.
It's a head scratcher, to be honest with you, but those are the rules right now.
Yeah, we have some South Africans. Yay, hello.
Yeah, Theo's South African, I believe.
Oh, we have multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Cheryl asks, once we create where is it? Yeah. Once we create our printable from your template and re-download it as a PDF and reload it up to Essex, for a store. I guess it's like an Etsy type of thing. Maybe Etsy is what you meant to say. Is there anything else we need to do to make it compatible with a GoodNote, etc.?
No, I mean, I've used these PDFs and I put them directly on GoodNotes. What I would do if you're adding that as a functionality of your product, I would do it myself. Like I would take the PDF that you created, or you would take it and then upload it to GoodNotes and make sure every single page works correctly, all the links work and all of that. So just like anything, a process, just test it out before you hit publish and say, yes, this is good for sale. Yeah,
and that's just general advice, right? Before you publish a blog post, check your links. Before you build a page or do anything with your business, before you put it out to other people, you got to bug test it yourself. In general, though, uploading a PDF, the links will be clickable. You can draw on it with your tablet pencil, but just always make sure to check it.
Yeah, unless you flatten it. If you flatten the PDF, then the links do not work. I had to figure that out. Yeah.
Found that out the hard way.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, my links.
All right, let's see here. Kind of scrolling through here. Let's see. Theo's helping a lot in the comments. Thank you very much. I generally just use free Canva elements and commercial ones from an Envato or Pixabay license. Yep, that's always good advice. You can build up your own library, especially if you want to start developing your own branding, like your own style. It's good to have your own elements that you have to use, but the free ones are a great place to get started for most people.
I'm starting a membership site and we'll need something that people can download, but we're not selling them. Is that okay? Yes, you can definitely use our templates, customize them, brand them, and get them as a PDF, so as an end product. And then you can use them either as a product you want to sell or as a freebie to grow your email list.
Or as both, where what a lot of our customers do and get great success with is they'll take maybe a 50-page product and take out maybe the 5 pages of that, offer that as a freebie. And then that will obviously, if they enjoy that, they're going to be way more likely to take you up on the rest of the 50 pages of the design. So that can be a way to take one product and build out an entire sales process in there. Let's see here. Allie asks, most people who want good notes files expect more of a digital planner that is a little more designed as a digital planner rather than just a PDF they can use. Okay. Yeah. And so with that, you can take our design templates the same way that Susie was showing, expanding, changing fonts and all that. You can also expand the sizes.
Yeah.
You can do other elements to it to make it specific. And what's kind of cool about that is if you need to make specific changes to make it more digital friendly, then you can offer that as a bundle. And you could say, hey, here's the printout version. Oh, and by the way, if you order the next day or whatever, you also bundle in for no additional cost a one designed specifically for GoodNotes, Notability, OneNote, any of those types of note platforms.
I like that.
So you can take what might be seen as a negative and turn it into a positive.
I like that.
A lot of GoodNotes questions.
Links yourself, or is that all about in the templates for all the questions? To get any links onto your Canva template, you'll have to add it yourself if you want to go to it. I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
So, oopsie-daisy. So we want to make sure this goes to Freedom by Number and it's not just text there.
Oh, you might want to hide that.
Okay.
So I think we covered up the thing we're showing. There you go.
Cool. Yeah. So you have your URL here at the bottom, and you don't just want it to be text. You actually want it to be clickable. So you'll go into, depending on how big your screen is, you might be able to see it, or you'll go into the more options and you'll click on the little link button there. So then we'll type in Freedom by Number. And then enter. And once you're done, download the PDF and test all your links. Make sure it all works. It's going to the right website. You didn't do a misspelling or anything. So that's how you can get these to be links.
Very good. Very good. Let's come back to us. All righty. Okay, we can handle that. Does this go for Canva Pro fonts as well?
Yeah. Anything Pro, you can't use commercially.
And Cheryl asks, if I just download it as a digital planner, can I sell it that way? Regarding our templates or Canva Pro aspects?
Either one. The answer both, I guess.
Yeah, so if you get one of our template packs, you can customize it and download it as a PDF and sell that PDF. You can, if it takes something and download it as images, you can sell the images. The only rule behind our products is you just can't sell them again as Canva templates. You can't sell them. That would be reused, and that would be a mess. So as long as it's an end format, you're good to go. As far as downloading Canva Pro products, it seems like what we're saying is from Canva's terms and conditions, you can't sell Canva Pro items in your own products. You can use them for marketing purposes, but not as products themselves.
And I highly suggest, when you get one of our templates, customize it and brand it to your own style. Add some of your own elements in it, own pages. Maybe take 2 or 3 of our templates and combine them together and create this beautiful Frankenstein new product so that it looks different from what's already out there.
Here's a cool one from Cindy asking about Unsplash, Pexels, and these are stock image repositories. Can you put them into your professional projects and sell them? My understanding is yes, because they are free for commercial use and with modification and all that stuff. So you can put them into your product, add your text around it, and that can be sellable content, no problem. No additional attribution, I believe, is necessary on any of those websites, right?
Definitely go check their terms and conditions too, in case we're saying anything wrong.
Yeah.
But Pexels is known to be free, and it's pulled into Canva. So if Canva, it's free on Canva, the licenses, you're allowed to use it.
Yeah, and I mentioned the term attribution. Maybe not everybody knows what that term is, but that basically means, do you need to give credit to the creator of that image? So if it's, if you're looking through the terms and it says free for commercial use with attribution, you simply need to have a credits page where you kind of link to all the artists and give credit where credit is due on those products. A lot of technical questions today.
Yeah.
All right, last couple.
What does flatten mean? Flatten means, flatten means when you save a PDF or an image, you flatten it so all the images come down to one layer. So when somebody gets that image or PDF and they put it into something professional like what is that fancy program called? Photoshop. Sorry, Photoshop. If they put it in Photoshop, they can actually extract the images from it if you do not flatten it. They can like remove elements and they can uncover images. But if you flatten it, it all becomes one image, so they can't extract anything from it. They can't extract the fonts from it. Some elements require you to flatten it. Say if you buy something commercially of Creative Market or Design Cuts, they might have in their terms, you have to flatten it. And then you can do that very easily. There's just one little checkbox in Canva that you flatten it, but it does also flatten your links. So your links won't work.
Right.
So the way to do this, it's a little workaround, is you actually like take your PDF, you flatten it, then you re-upload it, and then you use each page as an image, and then you go put your live links on it again. It's a little workaround. If you guys need more instructions on that, I can do
that might require its own tutorial there.
That's a whole tutorial there.
And you might be asking, like, what the heck? Why does this even exist? Well, when you flatten things, it makes the file size very small. Yeah. So when you think there's like layers and layers and layers on your PDF. So that's why flattening exists. It also helps with things being more secure and all that good stuff. But that's what and why. It's a bit more technical than we want to go into, but that's what flattening is.
It's like, oh, it's boring.
Yeah, we're losing them here, guys.
Thanks, right. Allie Trumpauer.
Allie Trumpauer, I like that. Yeah. Your template packs are amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Adding them to your KDP books on Amazon. Fantastic. Alrighty. Oh, look at this. There's a little pro tip here from Allie. Yeah. If you use InDesign, you can flatten it and have links just as an option. So maybe that's the workaround to your workaround.
That's an easier workaround. That's not a workaround. That's a work.
That's makes it work.
That's a work.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We've been, how long have we been live? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So last little heads up for you. We do have our sale going on for Printals by Number, 35% off. We don't run 35% off sales very often at all. No. So that'll be going on until about Sunday night. So make sure you don't wait until then. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Check that out. Hopefully this was helpful. And then we'll go live as often as we can.
Thank you guys so much. See you next time.